Guys, wine is life. Like, if you're not sipping on wine on a regular, you're definitely missing out. That's purr. I'm about to start a new series called I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah. Heal. Control yourself. Take heart. Control yourself. Like a bunch of people to access all of these. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I have a bottle of wine here with me because I'm about to start a new series on here called, can you guess? Can you just take a guess? Just take a guess in the comments. I'm about to start a new series called Wine Talks. I'm going to be spilling the truth on certain topics like dating, relationships. So if you want to see more of me spilling some tea and truth with wine, you should definitely hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Like this video because it's going to be lit. From the title, I'm sure you want some information, so just make sure you like. All right, and in this video I am having the Castillo del I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, the Castillo del Pollo Moscato, like the sweet wine, and I'm definitely going to be spilling my mind. So let's get into the video, shall we? Okay, so I hope you all have our pen and our papers. You guys need to definitely be taking notes because I am spilling the ultimate truths. And in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 things you need to do before you start dating. Now, a quick backstory. I have been single for a year plus now. Aww. And honestly, I have been enjoying singlehood. Like, I have learned so much about myself. I have had the time to invest in myself and just, work towards leveling up and being the best version of myself. I've gotten so much information I've learned through the process, and I feel like I shouldn't just have all of this to myself. And the reason why I believe this video is so important is because in order to date properly, you first need to deal with the truths within yourself. What is the first thing you need to do before you start to date? Is heal. Yeah, heal. Some of you out here are really dealing with so much trauma because, first of all, some people come from, very toxic and abusive households. I'm so grateful that mental health has become such a thing right now, because in the past things have just been so toxic. If you listen to what I say, you're definitely going to be in a lot more better position and situation for yourself, especially when you want to start dating. A lot of times we get hurt from, let's say, previous relationships, or we are already used to what we know as relationships based off of what in the type of household we grew up in. We carry all of that into our relationships, and we do not realize that we could be the problem, not the partner. So you need to actually work on yourself, work on your trauma, work on your past experiences, and leave all that baggage in the past. Like, you need to be clear when you're going into dating. The problem with this generation right now, and a lot of people, is that we just feel like we cannot find a good person anymore. But if that is your mindset, that's literally what you're going to attract. That's literally what you're going to have. So change your outlook on life. Yes, change your outlook on life. Past trauma is the problem, your attitude is the problem. Just change your outlook on life, okay? And the reality is that obviously sometimes we will be scaring people away when we have all these issues. Your attitude stinks, your mentality stinks, everything stinks. You're definitely not going to be attracting the right people. You feel me? You cannot be risking letting good people, good, genuine, loving, caring people to go just because you haven't healed yet, just because you're hurt. Just take out the time to actually just work on yourself. All right, like, ways that you can help yourself heal is getting therapy. Some people might not be able to afford therapy, and if you're a Christian, you can literally just speak to your maker, let him know what your problem is, open up your heart to him. I'm not going to say that it's something that is like a quick fix sort of thing. It's literally a journey and a process, and that's why I believe it's necessary for you to go through that in order for you to get yourself at least to a better person version of yourself before you actually then just go on to date. The reality is, if you actually do not take intentional steps to heal, you are going to continue to attract garbage. Yeah, sit down with your therapist or sit down with God. Write down about your hurt, break down about your hurt, like just pour everything out. Like that's literally, you need to let it out of you. All right, it's a process, it's a journey, but trust me, once you start, you're not going to regret it because it's just going to be better off from there. All right, so for this second one, I'm going to need to take a long sip. Yeah, I'm going to need to take a long sip because not everybody's going to agree with me, and I don't care. I'm literally just going to give my opinion. I know it's not going to be a yes point for everybody. The second truth and the second thing we need to do is quit the whole phase. The whole phase is not needed. It's not. It's not needed. Like I can literally go to the top of the mountain and carry it like a megaphone and shout it. The whole phase co-necessary. Oh, let me just start with this. I believe so strongly in soul ties. If you believe in soul ties, you would understand why going around having casual sex, just giving yourself to bare people, don't be clicking in me head. Don't be making no sense. If you feel that, screwing multiple people is going to make you feel powerful, it's going to make you feel better, I'm sorry, but to break it down to you, it's not. At the end of all that fun, you're going to be left feeling empty. And that is just the truth. The truth is bitter, I know. But like I said, I'm here to spill all the truth. Like, you don't need to get under somebody to get over somebody. And that is why I started off with the first point. Heal healthily. Heal. Do I need to sing it to you to get it? You don't want to be a community vagina or a community penis. You don't, because the way I think is, and I'm guessing you should also be thinking that way, is I am premium. Most things that are premium, not everybody, not bare people, not numbers can have access to it, right? Nah. So treat yourself as premium and be
excuse me, I select.
Be selective. You're premium, you're the prize. And it's just scary out here nowadays because people will be carrying all sorts of things, all sorts of demon spirits, that STDs. Once you love yourself, die. Once you love yourself, die. The way you carry yourself, the way you would be picky, the way you would be about yourself, your aura, your energy, like that level will not even allow you to think about being in a whole phase, because it's just like, am I really allowing like a bunch of people to access all of these? That's literally the mentality you would have. Heal, love yourself, and if you're already participating in the whole phase or casual sex, quit it, because there are no benefits to it aside distraction, satisfaction, and that's just it. And those things are literally just like short term. We're thinking long term, people. Foresight. Okay, so for this point, my doggy has said to join me, Queenie, and I'm sure she's going to go down. All right, bye baby. You need to learn how to respect yourself and the issues that you are facing. Yeah, because let's face it, no matter what level or version of ourselves that we are in, there are definitely points where we're going to have issues. Fix whatever is wrong with you. All right, like all these my points, they connect. The people that we are interacting with, right, they can literally see the issues because it's going to peep out. The reality is a lot of people would play on your insecurities, a lot of people would play on your problems, and that's just how human beings are, sadly. Some people might play on that insecurity. If he or she knows that you're not financially stable, they could also play on that. And this is why it is so important to do these things, because you need to be solidified in who you are. Because once you are the best version of yourself, or working towards being the best version of yourself, you are literally eradicating the bullshit. Because once you see it, you know it's bullshit. Most of the times when we're not our best selves, or we're feeling low, we allow like people that aren't of good character, of good personalities, of genuine intentions towards us to actually just come into our lives and do us higgy haga. And we don't want to be done higgy haga. You feel me? So fix your issues and learn to respect yourself. For this point, this is another point that we shake a few tables and people don't want to realize or listen to. And like I said, everything I'm sharing on here is my opinion. You can choose to implement, you can choose to work with it, but it's definitely not a by force thing. So don't tell me, all sorts in the comments. I'll not even listen to you. Alright, so this next point is let me drink. Practice celibacy before you start dating. Practice it, because abstinence is still a standard, in as much as sex is everywhere and we sing about sex, we watch sex, we love sex. And like I already said in my previous point, soul ties are still a thing, and they have you fighting for your life most of the time. You guys know what I'm saying. You people know what I'm saying. They have you fighting for your life. And the reason why I say we should do this is because in dating, right, we meet different types of people. And sometimes we might meet someone that we're really attracted to. And, your jungle urges might just be tingling. And you're just like, oh my God, oh my God. So to prevent you from breakfast, it's necessary for you to have that control and abstinence, because the reality is it would allow you to think clearer. When sex is not in the picture, majority of the time, we are still thinking in our head. We're not stigmatized or pacified. We're literally just thinking straight and right. So this is why it's so important for us to abstain. Get to know the person, the people you're talking to properly. Scrutinize them. Are they worth the commitment? Because you're dating to get to know. You're not in a relationship yet. You're not in anything serious. You're just getting to know, okay, can this person come into my team to play? Once we start having these, just because the sex is bomb, you literally just be in a relationship that you're not meant to be in. It's a sad thing because people go through this thing. So for you not to be in that sort of situation, it's just better for you to abstain and avoid it. And for my girlies, these men, they know how to talk the good talk. Some of them look really good. Just to avoid your kitty to be jumping. Practice self-control. It's key. So yeah, to avoid listening to the brain of your private parts. Avoid it touching other people's private parts, so that you're not too emotional and your intuition is on check. Am I making sense? Besides, what's the point if you can get something when you're not as committed? Will we give you ginger to want to commit? I think let's continue our point. So my next point is you need to stop looking to social media to know who you are, to know what to do, to know what decisions to make, because there's so many types of people on there. There's so much madness going on. There's so much false information going on. There's just so much energy just roaming around there. And if you are literally taking all your advice, all your decisions based on social media,
oops.
What are you doing? What are you doing? And most of the time, we sometimes go to social media to see if we can find ourselves in somebody else. Bruh, there is only one you. Fine, like we might be inspired by what we see, by what other people are doing, and I feel that is where it should stop. Inspiration. And you can turn that inspiration to motivation to work toward things that you want to achieve for yourself. Because sometimes we want to do things because we're seeing other people doing it. But do those things really align with you? Do they align with your purpose? Do they align with your being? If it doesn't, why are you stressing? Why are you comparing? Why are you stressing? I am personally so intentional about the people I follow on social media. I take social media breaks because I really just love to reconnect with my aura, reconnect with my energy, just be around me. Guys, you need to learn to love yourself, because trust me, once you love yourself, it's divine. I'll probably do a video about that. Why it's so important to detox our social media and be careful is because, like, A lot of what we consume and take in literally forms our perception about life, love, about relationships, about everything, to be very honest. And that's why you need to be very picky about what you're consuming. You have that control, if not 100%. 98 or 95% of the things that are on social media are a facade. Trust me. Trust me. We have to make sure that it's actually aligned. Like, it's so important, things being aligned with you, aligned with your purpose. Because if you're jumping on a certain thing just because you're seeing other people do it, it might not work out for you, and that's just wasted time and energy, and you do not want that. Now, for this last point, I had to bring this mood back because it is so important, and a lot of people do not understand how important it is for you to be financially stable. Yes, as a guy, as a girl, you need to be financially stable. Because please tell me why, as a guy, you want to come and disturb somebody's daughter when you cannot take care of her. That's why you dating her. Why are you stressing her if you can't be taking care of her? So please, that energy that you want to use and invest into dating, please go and use it and invest into making money so that you and your baby girl can be happy. Don't stress people over when you don't have nothing to work out. Don't do that. So please, as a guy, be financially stable. Now, for my girls, why are you dating if you don't have money to? Why? Because I don't understand. You want to be Desperado Donna? You want to be Desperate Diana? Because you being broke will literally have you jumping on any nigga with money that comes. And the reality is, a lot of men have money but don't have character. They don't have respect. They don't care about you. Some of them will treat you like shit. Then you would go through that shit because the man has money. Make it make sense. As a girl, you also need to have your own money to be able to take care of yourself. Because if you're not investing in yourself, why should someone's son come and invest in you? Or why? Why? So before you start dating girls and boys, please have money. Because why don't you want to have money? But if you feel like there are any other points that people should do before dating, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. I would want to see and interact. Make sure to subscribe if you want more content like this. I got you. And also make sure to like this video. It's going to help so much because it tells the algorithm that this video is a banger and people should be seeing it. So make sure you're doing all of these things, okay? And that's it. That's how we're going to wrap up today's video, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye bye.